Here are all legendary weapons in all anime explained. Number 1. Death Note, probably the most powerful item on this list. First up is the Death Note, a weapon so terrifying that it basically has no rival. This little black notebook, popularized by the anti-hero Light Yagami in Death Note, can bring an entire civilization to its knees. Originally used by Shinigami, the gods of death, to maintain their life force, all they had to do was jot down a human's name along with their cause of death and bam, another day of being an immortal god. But when this notebook fell into Light's hands, oh boy, it was like handing a nuke to a chess master. Light turns the Death Note into a weapon of mass chaos, cranking up society's paranoia to a fever pitch. And here's the kicker, there's no counter. Once a name is in, it's game over. You can't hide, can't fight back. This isn't just a weapon, it's an unbeatable force. Number 2. Dragon Slayer, the humongous demon-slaying slab. Next, we have a weapon that really lives up to its name, the Dragon Slayer. This colossal hunk of metal is wielded by Guts from Berserk. And when I say it's massive, I mean it's practically taller than a person. Forged by a legendary blacksmith on orders from a king who wanted a weapon that could take down an actual dragon. Talk about high expectations. It soaked up the blood of so many demons and evil spirits that it's become something else entirely. Not just powerful, it's practically sacred. It's also the only weapon that's ever even scratched the God Hand, a group of elite demons who've done more to ruin lives than your average tax season. Dragon Slayer isn't just a sword, it's an apocalypse on a stick. Number 3. Sword of Rupture, the world-shredding calamity. And now make way for the Sword of Rupture. This isn't your everyday sword, it's the actual weapon of Gilgamesh in the Fate series. If you thought regular swords just cut things, think again. This bad boy doesn't just cut, it rips apart the very fabric of reality, leaving everything in its wake reeling. It's not just a sword, it's practically a cosmic event, with the power to expose truths and tear through anything that dares stand in its way. At full force, the Sword of Rupture can produce an abyss so powerful it could engulf entire worlds. It's like a black hole on command, sucking in everything around it and reconfiguring it all in an endless swirl of chaos. Number 4. Ein Gun Staff. Okay, imagine holding a staff that's essentially a god-tier Swiss Army knife for magic. Ein's staff? Yeah, it's that staff. Crafted back in the days of Yggdrasil. This staff was more than just a weapon. It's the pride of Ein's entire guild, and represented the powerhouse that was the Great Tomb of Nazarick. And now in a new world, Ein's, or Manga, if you're tight with him, is finally able to unleash its full potential. We're talking about 7 gemstones with enough magical juice to summon elemental spirits, literally crack the earth open, and even bring back his fallen allies. Think of it as the ultimate flex for a sorcerer, with enough versatility and firepower to make any magic wielder insanely jealous. Bottom line, this staff means business, and Ein's is the only one with the keys to the kingdom. Number 5. Venu's Danya. Alright, so Anos' Venu's Danya isn't just a sword. It's basically the end-all be-all of creation. We're not kidding, it's actually known as the Sword of the Founder, and has the power to wipe out everything in its path. Got something eternal or invincible? Venu's Danya laughs at your puny logic. This sword doesn't follow any natural laws. Time, space, even reason itself are meaningless against it. Its entire existence is geared toward obliteration, and it doesn't just break things down, it unmakes them. So yeah, when Anos takes a swing with Venu's Danya, you can forget about any infinite durability or immortal status. This sword exists for one reason: to eliminate Anos' enemies. No questions asked. Absolute carnage guaranteed. Number 6. Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Now we're talking about a weapon so colossal, so insanely powerful that it doesn't just dwarf our world, it's bigger than the known universe. Enter the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, a mecha that draws power from an infinite multiverse. This thing is so off the charts that it can morph into a drill bigger than galaxies, a whopping 20 trillion light years high to be exact. This ultimate form, the Super Tengen Toppa Giga Drill, is a weapon capable of manipulating time, space, reality, and existence itself. If you ever find yourself up against it, just accept your fate. Resistance is truly futile. In the wrong hands, this mecha would mean total annihilation of everything. Reality as you know it? Bye bye. Number 7. Sacred Gear, True Longinus, from High School DxD. Meet the True Longinus, also known as the Holy Spear of the Setting Sun, the Spear of Destiny, and the Lance of Longinus. This spear isn't just a weapon, it's an entire force of divine power, blessed by the blood of Christ. It's one of the holiest and most dangerous weapons in the anime universe. This isn't your typical spear. It's known to wipe out gods, Buddhas, demons, and even devils with ease. True Longinus isn't just about brute strength. It's practically a sentient artifact crafted by God himself, the very first sacred gear. Its destructive force is off the charts, and it can even shield its wielder by cutting through enemy attacks like they're nothing. And if that wasn't enough, it comes loaded with the Polar Night Chakravatin, a special mode that creates 7 distinct orbs with their own abilities. Wheel Treasure crushes and destroys enemy weapons. Female Treasure temporarily nullifies special abilities of female opponents. Horse Treasure teleports anyone it touches. Pearl Treasure deflects or misdirects enemy attacks. Elephant Treasure lifts anything it touches, no matter the size. Householder Treasure summons warrior-like creatures to fight alongside its wielder. General Treasure, a devastating attack with earth-shaking destructive power. It's not just a weapon, it's an entire armory in the form of one holy lance. The True Longinus is without a doubt the ultimate weapon for anyone looking to unleash godly power on the battlefield. Number 8. Toyako Bokuto, from Gintama. Sakata Jintoki's wooden sword, the Toyako Bokuto, might look like your average wooden stick, but it's anything but ordinary. Known as the Star Smasher, this weapon is crafted from a 10,000-year-old tree on another planet, and is even haunted by the spirit of a middle-aged man in sunglasses. Classic Gintama. Though it often breaks during battle, Jintoki doesn't miss a beat, ordering replacements from a TV shopping network. Don't let the wood fool you. This sword slices through nearly anything like it's a high-caliber weapon. It's the most intimidating piece of timber ever wielded in anime, and it's always ready to unleash mayhem. Number 9. The Punisher, from Trigun. Forget everything you know about handguns and swords, because Wolfwood's Punisher takes firepower to a whole new level. Weighing in at a whopping 300 pounds and standing 5'7", this crucifix-shaped monstrosity isn't just heavy, it's loaded with a deadly arsenal. Each end of the cross brings a different type of firepower. A machine gun at one end, a rocket launcher on the other, plus 4 pistols mounted along the sides. There are only about 10 of these Punishers in existence, and each is handmade, which only adds to its mythic status. When Wolfwood wields this beast, he isn't just carrying a weapon, he's carrying an entire armory. Number 10. Dimension Sword, from Yu Yu Hakusho. Kuwabara's Dimension Sword is more than just a weapon. It's the raw essence of his spirit and fighting soul, manifested into a blade that can slice through reality itself. At first, Kuwabara could only wield a basic spirit sword, but by the end of the series, his training and tenacity unlocked the ability to cut through the very fabric of dimensions. There is literally nothing that the Dimension Sword cannot cut through. Its destructive reach is practically unlimited, with no known defense capable of stopping it. It's a weapon that turns Kuwabara's fighting spirit into an unstoppable force, ready to tear through anything, including space and time. Number 11. Tessaiga, from Inuyasha. Forged from the fangs of Inuyasha's powerful demon father, the Tessaiga is a fearsome demon blade capable of wiping out 100 demons in a single swing. This weapon, also known as the Iron Cleaving Fang, is a mix of power and legacy, bridging Inuyasha's human and demon heritage. With its signature wind scar and backlash wave attacks, the Tessaiga can cut through demons and barriers alike, making it one of the most powerful swords in the anime world. It's not just a weapon, it's a key to unlocking Inuyasha's true potential and heritage. Number 12. Ring of Shooting Star, from Overlord. The Ring of Shooting Star is one of Ainz's most broken items, allowing him to use the spell Wish Upon a Star up to 3 times a day with no cooldown. Here's why this is insane. The spell allows him to make nearly any wish a reality by sacrificing experience points, and with each wish, he can choose what comes true. Essentially, this ring is like having an unlimited genie lamp, with the only restriction being the XP cost. In the New World, the spell's power was enhanced, making it possible to reshape reality itself with the right level sacrifice. Imagine starting with a wish for a generator that summons low-level mobs every hour, then another wish that lets the wielder gain levels by defeating those mobs. In time, you could wish your way to godlike status, and since it's a divine item in Overlord, it doesn't just grant small desires, it's capable of world-altering magic, with no apparent cap as long as you can pay the XP price. It's safe to say the Ring of Shooting Star has one of the highest potentials in anime, making even the impossible possible with the right strategic wishes. Number 13. World-level items from Overlord. While we're on the topic, world-level items deserve a mention as well. These items are absurdly powerful artifacts that bring in the full might of the game world, Yggdrasil, into the New World. One item even introduced a whole multiversal magic law, changing the very fabric of magic across realities. These are the pinnacle of reality-altering power, and each one is strong enough to topple kingdoms and rewrite the laws of existence as we know it. Number 14. Ancient Weapons. Uranus, Poseidon, and Pluton. From One Piece. These three mysterious ancient weapons introduced as legends in the One Piece world are said to possess unfathomable destructive power. While Uranus remains an enigma, and Poseidon is known to control sea kings through Princess Shirahoshi, Pluton is rumored to be a ship capable of leveling entire islands with a single blast. Each weapon has enough firepower to rewrite the balance of power in the One Piece world, making these unseen artifacts some of the most feared in the series. And when it comes to Mihawk's Yoru, a single swing of this colossal black blade slices through fleets, proving Mihawk's skill with the blade and his sword's raw power. Number 15. Etherean, Face, and Luminous Story. From Fairy Tail. In the world of Fairy Tail, Etherean, Face, and Luminous Story are weapons of catastrophic scale. Etherean is a gigantic magical cannon capable of erasing entire regions with a single blast. Then there's Face, a device that has the potential to wipe out all magic in the continent if it activates, plunging the land into chaos. Luminous Story remains shrouded in mystery, rumored to hold the guild's ultimate secret and a power that can change the world. Lastly, Panther Lily's Buster Marm sword is another heavy hitter, so large and powerful it can cleave the ground itself in one swing. These artifacts in Fairy Tail embody the highest level of magical devastation and defense. Number 16. Zangetsu from Bleach. Ichigo Kurosaki Zangetsu is one of the most iconic blades in anime history. Not only is it a blade, but it's alive, housing two spirits within. The old man representing Ichigo's Quincy heritage, and Hollow Ichigo, embodying his Shinigami and Hollow powers. Together they form the true Zangetsu, an immensely powerful weapon capable of Shinigami, Quincy, and Hollow techniques. Ichigo admits he has only tapped into a fraction of its power, yet he's defeated the likes of Yawik with it. The potential of Zangetsu is beyond what we've seen, making it one of the most versatile and terrifying swords in Bleach. The blade itself practically breathes, evolving with its wielder, and promising hidden depths of power yet to be unleashed. Number 17. Tsuchiga's True Form. Maido Zangetsua from Inuyasha. The Tsuchiga has already shown itself to be lethal, but its ultimate form, Maido Zangetsua, is a step beyond. Forged from the fang of Inuyasha's demon father, it can absorb the power of slain demons, channeling them into devastating techniques. The Wind Scar and Backlash Wave alone are deadly, capable of cleaving demons in half and finding their life points directly. But in Maido Zangetsua mode, it doesn't just kill, it sends enemies straight to hell, literally sealing them with a single strike. And it doesn't stop at one strike. This form can unleash multi-dimensional attacks, each one capable of ripping a target's spirit from existence. It's a sword that doesn't just kill, it condemns, making it a truly fearsome weapon in Inuyasha's arsenal. 17.5. Bakusaiga from Inuyasha. Possessed by Inuyasha's older half-brother, Sesomaru, Bakusaiga is as ruthless as it is powerful. Forged from the fang of their incredibly powerful demon father, this sword doesn't just cut, it obliterates. Anything struck by Bakusaiga is infected with an energy that spreads through the target's body or structure, disintegrating it from the inside out. It's like a curse. Once Bakusaiga touches something, that object or creature loses all power, rendered useless forever. It's a force of pure destruction that could take down even the toughest warriors. Imagine it against a powerhouse like Goku. No chance of recovery. Number 18. Excalibur from the Fate series. Excalibur needs no introduction for Fate fans. This holy blade wielded by Saber isn't just legendary in myth, but terrifyingly real in the Fate universe. With a single swing, Excalibur's light can unleash a torrent of power capable of leveling armies and annihilating enemies, regardless of their strength. Watching Saber wielded is like witnessing divine judgment, making it one of anime's most iconic and awe-inspiring swords. It's Excalibur. Need I say more? Number 19. Murasame, Makami ga Kill. Known as the One-Cut Killer, Murasame is a deadly weapon wielded by a kami of the Night Raid. With just a single nick, Murasame delivers a fatal, incurable poison that spreads to the heart, causing instant death. There's no remedy, no second chance, unless you're immortal. A scratch from Murasame means you're done for. The sheer lethality of this cursed blade makes it a terrifying weapon to face in battle. Number 20. Gravity Blade from UQ Holder. Gravity Blade is a masterclass in versatility. Wielded with terrifying skill by Toida, the weight of this sword can be shifted at will, from feather light to millions of tons, allowing it to be both lightning quick and devastatingly powerful. A seasoned swordsman can adjust the weight mid-combat, catching opponents off guard with swift, unpredictable strikes. In Toida's hands, the Gravity Blade becomes an unstoppable force, hitting with the power to level mountains and shake the earth. It's the ultimate surprise weapon, combining speed, power, and absolute control. Number 21. Every Major Zanpakuto from Bleach. The Zanpakuto of Bleach are in a class of their own. Each sword has a unique, reality-bending ability that goes far beyond normal weaponry. They can control fire, ice, blood, death, and nearly every element imaginable. Even minor Zanpakuto have world-altering power, making each blade as much as a living extension of its user as it is a weapon. Together they form an unstoppable arsenal of supernatural might. Number 22. Inori's Void from Guilty Crown. Inori's Void may look simple, but it's a powerhouse of destructive versatility. Not only does it cut through anything, yes anything, but it can also create force fields, boost physical abilities, and form platforms for agile movement in mid-air. This sword is an overlooked gem, bringing physical enhancement and defensive capabilities to the table, all while maintaining unparalleled offense. In the world of Guilty Crown, it's nothing short of the ultimate weapon, a true game changer that can take down anyone and anything in its path. Number 23. Hofnug from Bleach. Possessed by Quincy warrior Gerard Valkyrie, Hofnug is a blade with a terrifying twist: damage reflection. Any harm inflicted on Hofnug bounces back at the attacker, magnified and vicious. A scratch on Hofnug could mean a life-threatening injury on the opponent, and breaking even a small piece could spell death. It's not just a sword, it's a punishment waiting to happen for anyone foolish enough to strike it. This ability, paired with Gerard's immense strength, makes Hofnug a deadly force that punishes as it protects. Number 24. The Star of Bethlehem from a certain magical index. Achieved by Fiamma of the Right, the Star of Bethlehem is less a sword and more a world-ending weapon. Designed with the power to destroy the Earth, this blade nearly sparked World War III as factions battled to control it. It's not a weapon for mortal hands, it's a threat to the entire planet. The very idea of wielding such a destructive force sent shockwaves through world powers, as they feared the absolute devastation it could unleash. In the wrong hands, it could spell the end for humanity. What are your thoughts? Did we miss any other item? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.